Kevin Curran and Trevor Pryor.
Yes, good afternoon, Ian, and it is a beautiful day here. It's a pity you're not here, Ian.
Yeah, should have come down. You said you were going one day.
You're telling me that. I'm stuck here.
Stick your head out the front window. You'll see us.
No. If I do that, I think it's Soul Brothers Circus.
Yeah, that's true. The Three Stooges here again. Yeah, so welcome to all our viewers, both radio and on YouTube. Today at Encounter Bay, beautiful sunshine here, very warm day, still day. They've just had the Anzac Remembrance. Remember there, the toss has gone on, and they're still calling. Looks like it might have been the umpire tosses it up now. We wait for the call to see who they go. Victor Harbour have won the toss, and they are going to kick to the right of the screen for the YouTube, and for the radio viewers, that's obviously going to the netball court ends or the Yankalilla end, Inman Valley end here on this oval. So that means Counter Bay will go back towards the CBD of Victor Harbour and goes towards the Gore end, because this oval is unique. It is turnaround goals are basically east-west, not normally north-south like every other oval. And I was just saying to the boys this morning that the dimensions of the oval here are the size of the MCG. So it is one of the larger ovals around. It is in beautiful condition.
That's only the playing area.
Playing area, yeah. But I'll tell you what, Kevy, it's getting that way. I've been here for 8 weeks just about, over that beautiful club room's the other side. It is open now, it is carpeted, the new extensions are done, the bar is done, and I've had a beer on it, but I spend a lot of time underneath it.
Underneath the bar.
Varnishing it. I tell you what, if anybody out there gets an opportunity to come down to have a look at the Encounter Bay club rooms, because it encounters now the cricket club, football club and the netball club combined. It is really a community one, and a assessment came out the other day. Isn't it? It's beautifully done. A lot of hard work went into there. I was privileged just to give them an assistance to it amongst many of others, and they had the government officials and everything come down the other day and look through, and they've said the value of the club rooms is well over $4 million. So that is a
hell of a lot of
that is a huge commitment, and to turn around and go on to it.
Volunteer effort they were going into that.
Yes, and I tell you what, like the setup is perfect. Beautiful big glass windows open on top of their grandstand there. People seated down, people can be inside there, and they had tea there Thursday night after training, and I think there was something in the vicinity of just under 200 people for tea. So it's the caterers ran out. They weren't expecting that. They got new caterers, so they have done a wonderful, magnificent job. Still little minor, systems to set up here, but it's fully operational, creche and everything for the kids, and it's tremendous. So
yeah, they've done a great job, Trev. All those that did it, and it's probably almost half of the work's been done there in volunteer basis.
Definitely has. They've saved themselves thousands of dollars by doing it.
Probably millions.
Yeah, so it's made it really good to them. So, like I was saying, for the YouTube viewers, especially here, we have in Victor Harbour blue and white. Today they've got Anzac Day jumpers on, and they are predominantly white top with the blue shorts on it. And of course Encounter Bay are the traditional blue and gold. So they are setting themselves up here to take goals. The reserves was won by Victor Harbour, 9 goals 13 to Encounter Bay, 8 goals 6. So that was a close one. It was seesawing all day. So hopefully we'll set a bit of another position change here for the game here between these two teams. Traditionally very hard football going on to it. Our umpires are Brett Nottage and Dave Popplewell. So, and the umpires are setting themselves now to go onto it, Kevy, so you can call the first one.
Yeah, they'll throw the ball up. They won't worry about bouncing it, then trying to bounce it again or throw it up properly, but up it goes. In go the ruckman. In fact, no one got near that ruck. The ball hit straight down on the ground. Counter Bay picked the ball up, went to kick it, can't get rid of it. Was kicked then by Cohen Pettit. And Pettit gets it down to the forward line. Here's a chance now. A player out there went to get the hand pass, couldn't get it though, and the ball's on the ground. I think you'll find the umpire will come in here and toss it up. So it's in the half forward line now for Encounter Bay. As we said, they're kicking down towards the town end. Umpire tosses it up high again. Up it goes. Down on the ground it goes again. Encounter Bayer picked the ball up. And
Crispin.
Not Alan Crispin. That's his,
No.
That's his grandfather. But anyway, Crispin number 21, isn't it, I think?
And
Jack Crispin's got it.
Yeah, and it's not Jared either, I can tell you that one. That's Dad.
And here it goes. That's not a
That's a
bad shot at
beautiful
goal.
kick.
It has gone straight through the centre of the goals, and that is the first.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
So, so that's just their thoughts. They go, they're entitled to it. So back in the centre, Popplewell throws it up, goes back down there. The Bays once again gets it out through there, but Victor Repellent comes off out there now, up their forward lines. Fraser Tonkin gets it, comes out, he gets round, player gets wrapped up, puts it down in Pearson's, gives it away, an advantage given. Comes out quickly there to Jackson Elms. Elms for Victor, puts it forward, straight on the chest there of Basham.
Basham will probably put this over into the hockey field.
Yeah.
And very good kick of the ball is Sam Basham.
Yeah, prodigious kick like his father was. He was a beautiful kick. Mind you, his father was a lot thinner than what the lads are.
He is, yeah. He must have only eaten good stuff. Anyway, only just a little stab
Not a
pass
problem.
there. And
Umpire indicates a goal, so there's a...
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fleurieu furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
Depots around the place.
Virtually every town now's almost got one, isn't it?
Yeah, ball's right in the centre of the ground. Umpire tosses up high, up it goes. Knocked down there by the player there in Callum Tonkin. It's on the ground, they're trying to get it out. Looks like Crispin's trying hard again to get it out. Can't do it though, and the ball will come out loose. Gone over the top out here, and that was well done there by the player trying to get through. He does get it through. His hand pass though is not a good one, and Lippert, I think it is, down there. He's got the ball, gives it to the umpire, and he throws it up. Down they go. The ball's on the ground. They've got him around the neck, but anyway, he'll get up and give the ball back to the umpire, and the umpire throws it up once again. Down on the ground it goes. And hard to get that ball out, but anyway, in Counter Bay they do. They get it down the ground. Almost a mark taken there by the Bays. They can't complete it though, and the ball will come out. It's come out now, and there's a long hand pass goes out to the player loose out there, and that player who was loose, Elijah Horrocks, and he'll have a long shot in, but it's not on target though. And now the players are playing falling over each other down there, and the umpire decides
free kick to Victor Harbour.
He'll give a free kick to Victor Harbour. So he's given the free kick to Victor. And that's
Dylan Kleinig.
Right in the back line, almost in the goal square.
He's reversed it.
No, he's reversed it now, and he's given it to, in Counter Bay, he's given it there to Mason Middleton.
Yeah, he's indicated there that he thought he was dumped into the mark, the indications for the umpire.
So Middleton is a very good kick of the ball and a very good mark too. He comes in, kicks the ball, and that goes straight through the goals. And that is the second goal.
Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a text and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthernsecurity.com.au.
Take a photo of him, so we might, next home game we get here, we'll do him. Popwell, the umpire, puts it all up. Tonkin gets it all down, straight in the arms of Encounter Bay. Off they go forward. Goes forward it goes. Picks up around there. Handball comes out, misses a target, and Victor Harbour repel. Comes out wide. Pearsons gets to it. Comes out of there. Goes straight around. Comes around here. Could be Kane Cooper. Goes off. Handball goes in through Michael Ross. Michael Ross goes over to his player running past quickly there. Was McKinnon. And McKinnon goes off and he finds Basham.
This could easily be the second goal. Basham can just about kick him anywhere, the other side of centre.
Certainly can. So he's going to kick from inside the 50 because we see the mark coming out from there. So producer kick, lines up, good camera angle this one. Puts it up, he's hung that one though. He's gone out there to the fat side of the goals, which is the offside of him, and goes through for a minor score. So on the FPH scoreboard, Victor go to 1-1, Encounter Bay, 2 straight goals.
And they get the ball in quickly. That's Encounter Bay down there through Connor Hills. Kicks it in, the ball's in the pocket now. They got it again. There's a long kick in over in front of the club rooms over there.
Good stretch for Middleton.
There's a good mark over there from Middleton. Middleton kicks it in. He's got the player out there running past him, and that is out there to Cohen Pettit. And Pettit puts it further down the ground out there. Almost a mark taken there by Victor. Couldn't complete the mark though, and it stacks on the mill, and the umpire will come and throw it up. Umpire doesn't waste any time. Tosses the ball up again. Ball comes out down there. Looks like Encounter Bay had it briefly. Here's a shot now. It's gone in and it's gone across through the goals, but touched beforehand, so it is a point there to Encounter Bay. Encounter Bay now go to 2-1 to 1-1 by Victor.
Yeah, the FPH scoreboard for that one. Victor bringing out the clubroom side. The scoreboard side, which is here. Up they go. Comes back down. Gets wrapped up. Just got his foot to that one. Who's had the arm held. Comes out. Victor Harbour now. Throw the ball up. That's tossed up in the air. Should have been gone, I would have thought, but it's not. The umpire's now picked it all up. Just a bit slower on it and goes off. Quickly kicked there forward by Lippert. Lippert goes off, but it's intercepted by Michael Ross for Victor Harbour. He comes out wide, finds his player out quickly, and Zachary Dowling. So Zach Dowling is on that back flank, turns around, goes off, comes up there, and that's a marker, goes over there, intercepted by Lippert. Lippert for the Bays, goes forward, puts it all up in the pocket. That will go, the whistle's gone up, must be an FAD, I would think. As I said, the ball went over the back, and so it goes to Jamar Scavalis. So a new player for the Bays. No, it's not. That's 25 out here. So it's Kyron Pepper. He's a new player to the Bays that come in this year. Came with 2 of his mates.
Colonel Pepper.
I think one of the others played reserves, I think. So
anyways, going back here, you have to be a right footer. It'll be a bit hard for a left footer to put it through from there. It is a left footer.
He kicks in the man on the mark.
So it was hard. Anyways, kicked in the man on the mark, and the ball now is in a stack of players down there, and the ball will go right over near the boundary line, kick, and it's pushed through for a throw-in or a free kick.
Yeah, handball come off and untouched.
And the free kick is taken by Victor. This will be close to the boundary line down there. Down it comes, and Victor got hold of it. Run their distance with it. Put the ball across the ground. About to be picked up down here by Harry Vincent. Harry Vincent will kick the ball down the ground, and there's a very open forward line down there for Victor at the moment. And the player with the ball is Connor Hills there, so he's had a couple of touches early in the piece, and Crispin's got it. He'll kick it further down the ground. Off hands it goes, and that is the player, was he allowed to play on then, or was it a free kick? Yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter what's happened, but it's a point only to Encounter Bay. So Encounter Bay now go to 2-1.
2 goals, 2, Kev.
only 2-1 on the scoreboard anyway.
Yeah, the boys, it's a manual one. The new one's up, Kevy, but it's not electrified.
No, well, let's hope it's in a better condition than what the boys are.
So the ball now by Victor, brought back into the clubroom side. Off hands, goes over. The Bays thump it down there. Goes around, picked up beautifully there. It could be Williams, I reckon. Puts it all over, comes back to Tonkin. Tonkin goes forward and he finds his player quickly there, and that's James Brown. Brown drives the ball up for Bays. Goes up the forward pocket. Over the back, Victor Harbour. That'll be a free kick to him. Marked it over the back. And he turns around and has been paid in the back pocket. And that one there is Jade Cooper. He's a back pocket clubroom side. Comes in forward and finds his player quickly there in Ryan Fletcher. Ryan Fletcher plays off, comes across goals. Comes up to the wing up here. Sitting underneath us there. Bays get underneath it. Victor read it properly. Pushes it out wide. Picks it over to...
that was well blocked.
To Vincent. Vincent gets the ball smothered, goes back again, comes into front there of Jackson Elms to get it. He still goes. He gets Matt Head on, drops the ball, goes down, turns around, then he gets tagged, and Bulldog for the Bays gives the free kick away. So yeah, he never had control of it. So Elms handballs out wide, goes off Victor now, back up on the wing. Over they go, straight onto the chest though of Ambrose Willoughby. So the Bays on this wing go out wide, find out there, and they found Bulldog. Bulldog must be playing up on the forward flank, although you can never tell because they flood that much that they go full forward. He kicks in, finds his player in Elijah Horrocks. Elijah Horrocks now kicks into the wobbly ball going off up in there though, comes off hands. Victor gets it, he gets wrapped up, he gets puts around, makes no attempts and then flips it all out. The umpire's gone, come in and he says, my ball. So he's blown his whistle for a throw up in the forward flank, almost in the forward pocket for Encounter Bay. Umpire Popperwell throws it up. Ruckman go again. Up they go. Middleton gets it out for the Bays. Comes around to Lippert. Lippert can't get away with it. He gets ridden down. Comes out short. He raises another tackle and it comes around. The umpire repeats the ball up once again. Up it goes. Ruckman go up. Middleton gets it backhanded onto it, comes round, then it recovers, snapped there by Encounter Bay. It looks like that was smothered offhand, but it's umpires called it that it wasn't. Looked that big of a crowd, you couldn't understand how it would get through without being untouched.
Yeah, it's impossible, wasn't
it? But he was onto there, so it will be a free kick in the back pocket on the scoreboard side for Victor Harbour. So retrieve the ball. So the FBAG scoreboard is Encounter Bay 2-2, Victor 1-1.
And the free kick has been paid down there to Victor. And there's the kick in now from behind post. Down it goes. Out in front there was a player, goes up from Encounter Bay with one hand. Can't mark it though.
He's gone for it, holding the ball.
Gone for holding the ball. And off they go. And Victor Harbour with the ball now, kick it further down the ground. And for the player there from Victor, he's got to run. He's got a line of players down there he could use if he wants to. He tries to. Can't do it though. And here they go, straight through. He's run his distance down there.
He has.
And he puts the ball in, and that has gone straight through the points for another behind to Victor Harbour. So they go to now to 1-2 in their FPA scoreboard.
Yeah, 1-2 to 2-2. The Bays now switch it, come up here, steps around. Runs out, comes out here to the scoreboard side, top side up here, away from the club room, smash back in, goes back around, Middleton tries to get it up, he wraps him up, could have gone and he has, holding the ball against Kane Cooper then for Victor. He turns around, picks it up and he refuses to give it back, so lucky.
He refused to give it back, he would have
he was over
down the ground, shouldn't he?
Yeah, well, he was over it, so anyway, Middleton now for the Bays, puts this ball up in the flank, smashed out there by Encounter Bay, but all Victor Harbour around the ground. Comes over and goes over the back and dropped there by Lachlan Williams for Encounter Bay, but recovers. Dangerously, goes across side. That could almost be a free kick he has. Wrapped all up, goes off, turns around. The umpire claims advantage, all clear, and I reckon that's come around to Clyde.
Let's talk about your new shed. You want it tough. You want it to look good. You want it to last for years. You want ShedX Fluorio, the experts in design and construct. If you can dream the shed, they can build the shed. Dream it, design it, build it. with ShedX Fluorio. From initial design through to finished construction, your project is in trusted hands with ShedX Fluorio. Quality workmanship and experience you can trust. ShedXFluorio.com.au.
Dropping that ball, and that sort of opened it up, because then his mistake took him to the open goal mouth, and Victor were too quick.
Ball back in the centre, umpire tosses it up, down it comes. Here's a chance for Encounter Bay to get it out. They can't though, they try and get a hand pass. And it goes nowhere because the central umpire comes and throws it up again. Here's a hand pass that goes up in the air down there. It's taken by Encounter Bay, and the umpire will get to throw it up again. A lot of players around the ball at the moment. Anyway, tosses it up again. Comes down on the ground. There's players on top of it everywhere down there, and the umpire will have to clear this away in a minute, otherwise it will just be one mess of players. Anyway, Popplewell's got it, throws the ball up again. Up it goes, pushed down, Lippert had it for a short time. Ball knocked out of his hand. Ball's on the ground though, and Victor looked like they might have a chance to get this one out. They can't though. Players on top of it everywhere, and the umpire will throw it up almost exactly in the centre of the ground. Up it goes. Up they go again, and here's a chance now for Encounter Bay. They've got the ball out here through Horrocks. Horrocks has got the ball. Oh, the player there probably should have had that for Encounter Bay from Tonkin. There's a little kick gone out here to Horrocks. Horrocks gets it over the top and it's gone out here to Pearsons. Pearsons gets it across there to Pettit, and Pettit now across the other side of the ground, and it's gone across to Connor Hills, and Connor Hills will get it further down the ground if he can. Goes right down the centre again. And the back line is too good down there for Victor.
Played on, certainly was.
And the ball now will be kept in, just in there, in play down there, and they're right along the boundary line with it. Now it's across the boundary line. No, it's
smothered,
not.
But trapped
was
by
good
Victor
trap,
on the smoother.
wasn't it?
That's gone. That's a handball too, so that's a free kick. Oh, boundary umpires got to pick that. He handballed it. And boundary umpire's behind, didn't see the handball, and he took it over line. He must have called him out though. So the throw-in goes up there, pushed down there by Encounter Bay, comes out to Lippert. Lippert goes over. He goes back in again now, goes up to Tonkin. Tonkin goes over, out it goes to Brown. Brown goes forward, can't get up forward into there, comes out on there. Toes are pushed out there by Ben Davis, can't go, and Victor get out through Kane Cooper. Goes out wide, going onto there quickly here now is Scavellis. He gets wrapped up, thrown down, turns around, the base picked him up, and they must have pinged him for holding the ball. So Victor Harbour on the back flank, almost the wing position, clubroom side. Goes up over the hands, it goes out the back straight away into Victor Harbour with Daniel Stock. Stock goes around, has to go. Umpire's called, got away with it and goes off. Victor's advantage, comes back to Stock again. Stock goes over, pushes all over, hits the post, that, and the umpire's blindsided, but I reckon he's picked it anyway. Yeah. But it was touched and it hit the post, and he had no idea it hit the post.
It was touched all right.
So Victor Harbour now go to 2-3, Encounter Bay 2-2 on the FPAG scoreboard.
Bays will bring the ball back in, they kick it in short. Marked there by Lachlan Williams. Williams goes back, kicks it down at the back of the pack. The mark has been taken there by Tyler Baldock. So Baldock now, there's a long kick down the boundary line. It's gone over the back of the pack. Almost marked down there by Encounter Bay. I thought it was too. But anyway, play's allowed to go on down there, and it's gone over there to Kane Cooper. He sidesteps, kicks it across the ground, and he finds a player in the centre of the ground. Goes further over there to Braden Miller, and Miller will kick it right down the ground out here, and there's a player there right in front the pack, and that is Sam Overall. Normally the Overalls can mark the bill pretty well, but Tyler Baldock had that ball then, and the ball now has been marked by Fraser Tonkin. Fraser Tonkin kicks it in. It's not a good kick in though, didn't find anybody. Player there with the ball for Victor, runs straight down the ground with it.
He's kicked it.
And they let him go down there, and that was 37 or 40, 37 Braden Miller, wasn't it?
I reckon it could have been.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
The defenders were out of place. Up it goes in the centre, comes back down. Victor tried to get it out, can't get into it. He's held on to too long, and it comes to Michael Ross. Michael Ross with the ball now.
Good player for Victor a few years ago.
Yeah, goes off now. Left foot, kicks it up their forward flank. Over the top, goes out over the back, picks up there. The last goal kicker picks it up there. Sorry, that was 31, which is Tom Neville. Goes for Victor. Turns around, Bulldog tries to get up to it. He wraps around, goes over the top. He turns around, gets up, and will be a ball up in the forward pocket for Victor Harbour. Got ourselves, I reckon we're going about 21 minutes,
yeah,
Kevy.
That's
So
what I reckon, just over 20.
Yeah, so ball goes up, comes around, gets wrapped up. Lippert can't get out. The umpire has to repeat it in exactly the same spot in the forward pocket. Clubber inside, goes up, Victor is attacked, goes off hands, over the boundary line. This time it'll be the boundary umpire's chance. Still into it, still time to go, so it's tight, which is what you expect from both these sides. Up they go, pushed out there, goes around to Middleton. Middleton gets the ball down, comes out the base, turn around, short kick goes forward, straight to the opposition. So Victor Rappel now go forward. There's all off hands, goes around, handball goes over to Vincent. Vincent turns around, kicks it, and guess what? Right standing in the goal line there is
Now he'll come right around in front.
Yep, in front.
He's right alongside.
Yeah, he's right. Just took it in the square, so he's entitled to come right in front. Up he comes. You watch him. Oh, he just kicked it up in the air. So Basham gets his second.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
They'll have to lift their game a little bit more and make sure of their kicks.
Yeah, it's just that they did last week too. They just weren't completely accurate in hitting the spots. So it is only round 2, but yeah, you can't fall behind too much.
The umpire tosses the ball up again. Victor get it out of the centre. They have most of the time, and it's gone over there now to player there in
Stock. What was
Daniel Stock.
Here's a go.
And here's another one. Coming up. Ball comes in loose. The back line.
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
Well done to him. It's a good career he had down there. So turn around. So Victor now broken this game open a little bit. Be a bit worrying to the bays. Back in the centre goes. Up they goes up and down, comes around. Lippert tries to get it out. He gets driven down. Turns wrapped around. And they turn around. The umpire comes in for a ball up. So he turns around. Callum Tonkin mustn't be playing, Kevy. He hasn't been in the ruck. I haven't seen him. So up it goes to the bays. Goes forwards. Foil from behind. Victor's playing better off, playing all around. Goes up, find his player out there quickly in Barilla. Barilla quickly plays on, kicks up forward, goes out there, comes out there, and it comes out there to Tonkin, who got spoilt late. He turns around, hits the ground, and he turns around to be a ball up. And up there in the bottom again is Lippert.
Yeah, well,
up it
he's
goes.
got to be on his feet a bit more.
Yeah, up it goes. Picked up quickly. Bays try to bring it out. Great pack of them, but they can't break away out. Goes off quickly, goes over to Jesse McKinnon for Victor. Smothered there, goes out, turns back in, pushes out, goes around to Barilla again. Barilla kicks it up forward. Smashed away there by Tonkin. Turns around, pushes on the ground, wraps all up. The Bay player didn't really have it, but it comes over it, and Victor player grabs it. He goes to ground. and the umpire comes in to throw the ball up in the forward pocket for
probably
Victor.
Around about the 25-minute mark, I reckon.
Must be getting close, yeah. Up they go, pushes down, comes back out there to Middleton, but can't get away with it, and it'll be a repeat by the umpire. Still in the danger spot for the Bay here in the forward lines for Victor. Up they go, Middleton up again, goes off, it comes out there, Fraser Tonga, he wraps the player up, he finally gets a handball out, kicked up out of there, goes out there, can't pick up who that one was.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
Even game, but the Victor will rip the heart out of him here in the matter of 5-6 minutes. So the Bays need to respond.
Yeah, they'll have to respond, get the ball out of the centre. That's where they're missing out at the moment. And the umpire's got hold of it now and we'll toss it up. He comes in now, throws the ball up. Up it goes, pushed down, and Victor just get the ball out of the centre, just take a kick. They kick it over near the far side of the ground. They got it out there. Here's a hand pass that goes down. That probably wasn't the best hand pass anyone's done, but we'll get there. It's good hand pass off to Crispin. Crispin gets a hand pass back again. Luckily for him, it went to one of his teammates.
Bad kick from Brown, though.
Here it goes across the ground again, and that was a player for Victor there in number 20, and that is Jesse McKinnon. And that is a point only to Victor, and that goes to 6 goals, 5 on our FPH scoreboard.
Cowder Bay quickly bring the ball back in, but they only kicked it short into the pocket. Now they're in trouble. Puts it all up, comes out and finds Bulldog. Tyler Bulldog still on the back flank though. He's only just on the 50-metre arc, so they've had 2 kicks. So they turn around. Umpire says play on. He does. He kicks it down low, pushes it into it, finds out. Horrocks gets it, goes over, kicks the ball forward. Bays trap onto it. Can't trap the ball though. Goes over to Fraser Tonka. Side steps out, goes over, comes out wide now to Horrocks. Horrocks Campbell can't get away. Goes over to Fraser Tonkin. Comes back again. Handballs forward. Fixes it all up. He finds his player in Elijah Horrocks. Elijah Horrocks goes over the top. Finds his player going over the top. There's a lot of handballs. Turns around. Bang. Pepper gets up there, puts his big body up, and he couldn't bump him out. As the siren sounds here. So at quarter time here at the Bay Oval, we have the visitors Victor Harbour 6-4 to Encounter Bay 2T on the FBA scoreboard. So goal kicker so far, we have Encounter Bay, we have Jack Crispin and Mason Middleton. For Victor Harbour, well, they're everywhere now. Sam Overall, Reece Kleinig, Zach Dowling, Braden Miller, and 2 to Sam Basham. So we'll try to get scores around the ground for round 2. This is 90.1 Happy FM, Great Southern Footy, Match of the Round, on air and YouTube.
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fleurieu furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding. Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a test and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
Let's talk about your new shed. You want it tough. You want it to look good. You want it to last for years. You want ShedX Fluorio, the experts in design and construct. If you can dream the shed, they can build the shed. Dream it, design it, build it with ShedX Fluorio. From initial design through to finished construction, your project is in trusted hands with ShedX Fluorio. Quality workmanship and experience you can trust. ShedXFluorio.com.au.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Now back to Encounter Bay Oval, Trevor Pryor and Kevin Curran.
Yes,
Thanks,
well,
Ian.
both teams are out there now. The coaches are telling them what they should be doing. I'm telling Encounter Bay what they should be doing, and Victor just to do it better.
Certainly are. They're under the pump now, so like I say, and Ian mentioned to all our listeners out there that, tonight there's only the 4 games at this stage. We don't have any results back from any of the other games, so... But being Anzac route, and of course the main match is on Tuesday, which is Anzac Day. That night is the traditional one between Strathalbyn and Langhorns Creek at Strathalbyn. So that will be a night game. So if you're not doing anything, the weather's nice to you, be a sort of good move to go there and watch you if you're looking for something to do.
Have a good look at it and see what you think.
Yep.
Because if this weather keeps up, it'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
nice
certainly will.
Night.
You get the nice nights to it, but as long as the dew doesn't come in too much. But Strathlights have been there for a long time now, so they could be all okay.
Score in, fellas, McLaren Districts 4-5, Wollonga 1-2 at quarter time.
4-5 to 1.
Oh, that's
2,
that's a bit of a go. I was talking to the umpires, as I said earlier here, and they said that they were talking to McLaren Districts, and they reckon they're not going to have their full side available until at least probably round 8. So there must be a few out. So if that's the case,
Want to get a few quick wins in.
Yeah. Well, they waltzed it in last week comfortably, and. At this stage, 4-5 to 1-2, and Wollonga's supposed to be a hot side, so it'll be interesting to see how that one pans out at the end. Certainly taking their time here. The goal umpires have gone back, and the teams are still in their huddle, so they're taking their time to get themselves set
blow
here.
them up. They're not supposed to have all day for.
Well, that's right. It's nearly a half-time break now, isn't it?
It is.
So, umpires, have got the right to whistle them and say, "Come on, boys, get on with this." So,
hurry up.
Yeah, so they're setting themselves around, and Encounter Bay are breaking, but Victor Harbour are still working in their huddle. So,
but the way we're going to finish fairly late. It's nearly 8 minutes past 3.
If they go too late, we'll
in the second quarter.
Our time will be up. Ian's time will be up. We'll pack up and we'll go over, and I'll show you the new club rooms, Kev.
We'll go have a look around.
I'll give you an escort through the pavilion. So. It's going. So Victor now gradually starting to break up now. So certainly taking their time though. And, it's going to be a long day.
Encounter Bay got to get the ball out of centre.
Well,
again, that happened last week.
Yeah, well, Tonkin's in there now, so I don't know what's going on. They put him on and off the ground a lot last week, and he's the number 1 ruckman here in the association for a long time, and he virtually didn't spend any time in that quarter. So. As far as I'm aware, he's nothing wrong with him.
Well, we'll soon see.
Yeah, well...
Anyway, it's not far before we start here. It'll be about 3:09 before we start.
Yeah, that's a long break. So the umpires now start to hold it all up, and we get underway here at the Bay Oval, and up she goes in the airs. Up they go. Tonkin goes up, gets it all down. His brother can't get it out. Comes out wide, picked up beautifully there by Christophers for the Bays. He makes a meal of it. Comes out, turned around, picked up by Victor, dropped. Comes around there and gets Barillo. He gets wrapped up, and the umpire comes in to ball up still in the centre square. But
it's great having the stripe jumpers on today, isn't it?
Yeah. Up it goes, comes back down, turns around, goes off, handballs out. Tonkin to Tonkin, goes out wide, over the top, nearly one-hander through there to Dylan Kleinig, picked up quickly by Kane Cooper for Victor. He puts it over, goes out wide, Spoil comes over from Callum Tonkin, back on the ground. Oh, Tom Pearsons gets it, takes the legs out, goes back down, and he turns around and gets wrapped up, and the umpire comes in for a ball up. So goes over there. Hamish Tonkin gave it back to him. Three brothers out here. Goes over quickly. Picked up there by Victor and Zachary Dowling. Kick goes over the line, untouched, and it'll be a free kick to Encounter Bay. Bulldog in the back pocket. Scoreboard side. Off he goes. He's changing over. Takes over. Goes right out the other side. Has to hit a target, and he does. Finds his player out there. He turns around. Goes off now. Comes up the forward lines. Up and down. Can't get to it. The bays there in Christopher's, goes off, comes back to Christopher's now. He goes through, drives it up to the club rooms. Up it goes on the wing, hits it down. Victor all over this, turns around. Brown comes in, wraps him all up, puts down Barilla down, and he turns around. The umpire comes in for the throw in right in front of the interchange box, and timekeepers over there, Kevy on the club room side.
Yeah, the umpire throws it up right in front of the new coach's box over there, and down it comes with a hand pass now, along the boundary line it goes, and the boundary umpire will come along and throw it in. In he comes with the ball now. Nice high throw in it goes, push down, the ball's on the ground now, and no one's going to get this one. The umpire will come in again and throw it up. The umpire comes in now. In he goes, throws it in. Ball comes out loose out here, and
Ping pong
got the ball now.
Davis.
Ping pong, and Davis had it along the ground, and he gives. No, the ball has gone across the line and out of bounds.
It was a handball, so he couldn't take the mark, and he just got bumped over the boundary line.
Yep. So the umpire throws it in again. Up it goes high. Ball's knocked down again. Or the player there tried to run through the pack for Encounter Bay. Couldn't complete it, and that was Jaden Christopher's. It looks like they give him a free kick. Maybe they got him a bit too high
probably
out
in the
there.
back or something, yeah.
And the ball goes over the top now, and the mark has gone out there to Lippert. So Marcus Lippert's got hold of it. Puts the boot. That's a nice long kick down there. Too many players from Encounter Bay waiting over the back of the pack, and it's on the ground now. Crispin's got hold of it. He kicks it down the ground. Victor Harbour managed to take it.
Here comes the switch, and it's burnt.
And here it goes now. They can bounce it down the ground if they want to, and they do. Goes over the top, and that is Michael Ross had hold of it, and when you get it again, no, Encounter Bay got it this time, and Williams had it briefly. Back it goes over there to Victor, and it's gone back again there to Sam Overall, and there's a long hand pass from Encounter Bay, goes over the top there to Pearsons, and Pearsons finds his teammate down the wing. And again it's found by another teammate further down there, and ball is marked again. In it goes, and Encounter Bay now keeping the ball off, and Pettit takes a mark. So Pettit's got it for the Bays. He puts it further down, over the top of the pack it goes, and rolls across the line. It was touched as it went across, and the umpire will toss it in. So they've slowed the scoring down, Trevor.
Certainly have. That's the scores we got, Kevy, so they're no use to us. So up it goes in the pocket. Victor trying to get the ball out. Comes around here now. The Bays trying on their hands and knees, trying to get it up. Fraser Tonkin comes through. Umpires picked a free out here for too high or hanging on. It comes to Lippert. Lippert now drives up. It's probably beyond him, I think, in the distance, isn't it?
The way he's been kicking it has.
Yeah.
Reasonable distance behind. If he gets onto it though, he should be able to kick something like this.
He'd like to go the
Comes
judge
in there. That's not a bad kick in, but as a left footer it just goes off at the end, and a minor score only. So it's another point to Encounter Bay. Encounter Bay go to 2-3 to 6-4 by Victor. That's the first score of this quarter. Right?
Certainly is. Victor Harbour now. Bring this ball back in. Come out right in front of us. Goes up, hanging on the jumpers. Bulldog can't get it. Comes over to Overall. Overall can't get to it. Comes in underneath. Out the back it goes. Victor gets wrapped up. Puts it all down on the ground. Popperwell comes in, the umpire, and says, I'll have a ball up right in front of our little van here. They turn around and it goes to put it up. Make sure his pass clear. Up they go. Tonkin gets it, pushes it back, comes out over to Fraser. Fraser back into to Lippert. Lippert goes forward again, goes up in the forward pocket, over the back. Good defensive mark out there. Goes to Victor and Jade Cooper. Cooper handballs over, goes over quickly to Reese Much. Goes over. He finds his player trying to get there. Reese Kleinig goes over. Victor making a little bit of sloppy mess of this. Crispin tries to get into it. Turns around, picked up by Tonkin. Fraser Tonkin gets his kick to it, goes over it, goes over the boundary line, untouched, to be free kick to Victor Harbour in Tate Walker. Right in front of the club room now, goes off, Spoil comes over and goes over the boundary line, touched this time for a throw in on the wing position in front of the club rooms. So, goes up, sets themselves here. They go up to, bump goes out, Trelaw gets it, gets out for Victor, pushes the ball over quickly, goes over there, intercepted by Encounter Bay there in turnaround as Tom Pearson's, and it finishes up over the boundary line, a kick to Victor Harbour, goes to Tom Neville. Neville puts the ball up, goes back down, hits the ground here, turns around, handball goes in, Victor Harbour picked it all up, can't get around with Overall, gets it all out there. Michael Ross tries to break it, has to go, tried to fend off, tried to break the pack, and the umpires, rightly so, said, sorry boy, you're going to make an attempt. So Lippert gets the ball, goes right back to full back, comes out there now, and he's got himself there in his player in Connor Hills. Hills goes out, goes back out there, and he finds his player there in Tate Walker. Walker goes off hands, goes over the back, comes right back up on the wing again. Victor pick it up in Kane Cooper. Cooper puts it down. The handball looked like it come out, might have been rolled out, but the umpire's gone out of bounds. It'll be a throw in here in front of the club rooms. Still in the true wing position.
Yankalilla first quarter. Yankalilla 2 goals 3 by Pongasilics 4 goals 2.
Thank you for that, Ian. So back in here, the ball goes up. Pearson's tried to get us out to it, can't get onto it for the base, turns around, the ball's getting pushed around, the umpire has to let it go because it's still moving. Victor picked the ball up, goes out wide, finds his player quickly out there, and I reckon that might have been Reece Bartram, goes up there and Tonkin intercepts Callum. It goes out onto there, and that one there was Fraser. I'm going Hamish. I'll get them right. 3 of them, you've got to get one of them, don't you? Comes over quickly to Elijah Horrocks. Horrocks short kicks around the boundary, finds his player in Williams. Williams drives this ball up to full forward, turns round. I reckon it's out of bounds, or is the umpire? Yep.
No, he's going to throw it in, I think.
Yep. Spoil came, so he couldn't get out to there, and the base couldn't get it out there in Bradley Kruger. So, forward pocket this time for the Bays. Start arresting this. It's no good just getting points. They've got to get goals. Comes out, goes over. Victor, repel it out now, come up to the wing. Over the back goes, turn around, hits the ground, comes out there. Bays are over it, and Pearson's. He's trying to get around, pushes the ball around, knows he can't have it underneath. It was all right. Picked up quickly, turns around, back into it, Victor. Handball's back over, he goes up. Body there by Ben Davis. Ben Davis breaks away for the Bays, goes forward, goes up the forward line. Pepper comes out, he turns around, he'll go for holding the ball. Watch this. He turned around, he let it go, put it on the ground, picked up quickly there by the Bays. Bays goes over and he turns around. I reckon that was umpires.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
So the umpires are back with it in the centre now. Players set themselves. Wonder how long before they bring the 666 rule in down to us, Kevy.
Too long.
Up they go. Tonkin tries to get it, but doesn't come down. Victor come away with it. Goes back out there quickly to Encounter Bay and Hamish Tonkin, and he goes out forward. Up in the air it goes. Comes out quickly, picked up by Brown. It was for Bay there for into there in James Brown, and the umpire comes in for a ball up on the wing position, clubroom side at the Bay Oval. Throws it up quickly. Up they go. Ruckman comes out. Tonkin gets it out. Crispin tries to get down. He goes onto it, turns around, bang! He copped that one high, and the umpire didn't see that. Oh, how he could. The leg hit him down right in the face when he's on the ground. But anyhow, goes up. He's holding the ball. Umpire's gone. You dived on it. No attempt. And he turns around and goes, and Bays will get the free kick. Pushes it all back. Kick calling inside the Bays. Look at this. Look at the Bays. They're flooded again, and they turn around. This is where they get caught out. Up they go. Kicks out by Victor. Back forward. Goes up and down. Basham comes out. Takes it. He gets called. Probably a bit lucky. Could have been anyone's hands there. Up they go. Goes around. Up forward. Out they come. Victor grabs it all up there, and he's paid that one too.
That was a good mark, I think. Anyway,
so turn around. Going.
Go back and have a shot, you would think.
You would think so, but the umpire actually signalled that he was thrown to the ground, and he's paid him 15 metres because I'd say probably the Bays remonstrated too much. So this is going to be an easy goal here through to Jackson Elms, and it's not what the Bays wanted. Lose their cool like that, and good night, nurse. Yeah. They're already behind. It's going to be very hard to pick up.
Yeah, well, you can't get too many easy ones in this, can you?
No. So Elm's certainly taking his time, twisted his ankle a bit. Comes in, kick into the Victor Harbour end.
Out.
Umpire stands, looks, signals, goal. So there.
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
Okay. They're getting slack down there. Surely they're finished.
Ball back into centre. Umpire's got hold of it now. We'll throw it up. Up it goes. Down it comes. Picked up out of the centre down there now by Lippert. That was good kick down. It's got a bit of distance out of it this time. Well, they pick it up. They will pick it up down there. Player could not get rid of it in time.
Davis wrapped up very quickly, wasn't he?
I'll give you a bit of slack there, and I'll come in and throw it up. Ball is throwing up now. Davis went back with his head down, wasn't even looking then, and the ball
down, dropped then.
Down on the bottom, and here's a chance now for Victor down there through Zach down.
Got away with that one.
And the mark has gone over here to
Stock.
So Stock's got it. That's a twisty, bendy kick, Bulldog. That one, and Bulldog's taken the mark for Vic.
22 to 22.
And now 22 has got hold of it, and the 20s. Player there with 22 on it is Tyler Bulldog.
No, it's Middleton now with the ball.
Middleton, is it?
23, right? Yep.
And he kicks it across, player there by himself, and that would be a Tonkin. And now Tonkin's got hold of it. Kicks it down there. He wants one of the big fellas in there to grab hold of it and kick it quickly. And here's a chance now, if they can kick this one quickly, they do. They get it across out there, and the player coming through there showing a lot of pace was number 4 out there in Dylan Kleining. And Kleining puts it further down the ground, player out there by himself, and Counter Bay got plenty of players out there. None of them could get it, and across the ground it goes.
That's a free kick.
And the free kick now will go to Victor, and the player with the ball this time is Kane.
No, Michael Ross.
Michael Ross, is it?
Yep.
And he saw the
number 3,
number 2 part of it. And Michael Ross has got hold of it. He'll go back now. and that is number 3. Comes in there for Victor, and he's not very far out, and he won't miss that one. And that is another goal there to Victor Harbour now, and Victor Harbour go to...
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fluorio furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal, and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
In the centre, and the bays now are hurting. In it comes, up they go. Tonkin goes up and down, picks the ball up, throws it out now, comes over quickly, kick goes out, comes forward, over the back, read beautifully by Victor. Middleton can't get to it, he wraps him all up, gets the ball out, throws it out to Fraser Tonkin. Fraser Tonkin gets hit low, turns around, comes up, out goes Victor, tried to crash through, should go for it. Tried to break him, it's got to be instantaneous, but goes up, comes out there, now he's got hanging on, free kick to Encounter Bay. It looks like it's going to come out to Scavellis. So, Jamar Scavellis. It's an E, yep, Scavellis. So, he lines up, turns around, gets told to play on quickly, turns around, touch, umpire says play up forward, goes on, goes out, Victor Harbour, repel this one miles too easy, comes out through Reese Mitch. Goes up on the back flank, comes around quickly there, goes inside, over, too much height there, and finishes up there in the hands of Sammy Overall. Overall comes out wide, picks it all up, Fraser Tonkin comes into it, can't get to it, picked up literally by Victor there in Zach Dowling. Goes over, picked all over, handball goes back to Dowling. Dowling steps back inside, has to go on that one, the umpire says no. He got pinned off the first one, spun off into it, straight into another player. The opportunity was there, and the umpire says, nope, I'm going to bowl it up. Goes up and down goes Tonkin. Victor, though, picked the ball up, go forward to the pocket. Up, down, comes back down there. The umpire's got for a spoil, too high. There's going to be a free kick there to Victor Harbour in the forward pocket. He fell flat on his back, so... Can't work out on that one, but it goes to, looks like number 16. I was going to say, I was looking because we didn't have a 10, so Jackson Elms is once again a recipient of it. He's already kicked one this quarter. He'll line up. Umpire calls time back on, so he's on the boundary there. So, lines up, taking his time. Comes in, rolls up. It's the right footer, drives this ball up, looks around, it seems to be coming back quite nicely up, short by the looks. She goes through for a minor score. So on the FPAG scoreboard, Encounter Bay 3-3 to Victor Harbour, 8 goals 5.
Oh, the Bays bring it back in, go over the clubroom side. Hand pass goes across here to Victor, it's gone out there to Reese Much. And he gets the ball down, and chance now for Encounter Bay to get it back again. They've got a mark taken out in front of the
Crispin.
New club rooms out there by Crispin. Crispin gets a hand pass back, and the Bays have got to get this now. There's a player out here almost by himself, and he got a bit of a push down. I think he made it look a bit worse than what it is, and the free kick goes out here, does it?
No, ball up.
Ball up, is it? By the goal, by the boundary umpire over the far side. Up it goes, push down, and it might go across. It does. It goes right across the fence this time, and the boundary umpire will toss it back in.
Certainly will. Right over there on the forward flank for Encounter Bay on the clubroom side. Sets himself up, goes up, pushes it back down, comes down. Victor Harbour get it, lefts it, drops out. Crispin picks the ball up, goes back in, comes around here, and it goes to Lippert. Lippert can't get away, and he gets one high, and he gets a free kick. So he's on the just forward of the wing here. He turns around, left foot, drives this ball, pushes it up forward. They've got no marking power up there. Victor Harbour try to get it, can't get to it, gets wrapped all up. He's not making no attempt onto that. The umpire says, no, I'm going to have a ball up. And that one there was Dylan Kleinig. quickly pushes it up out there by Victor. Victor go out quickly once again, repel it, goes out forward. Crispin, Bulldog can't get it, taps it down, goes to Elms though, comes over to Victor. Barillo, he's on the run, handballs backwards, picks his player up quickly there. That one goes round to Neville. Tom Neville goes up. McKinnon finds this ball out there now, goes over onto it, finishes up, goes over, comes back over it into there. Tonkin can't get it. Bulldog gets up, handballs it out for the Bays, comes over to Tonkin. Tonkin pushes along the ground. Elijah Horrocks comes in. Victor Harbour wrap it all up, and it's at centre half forward here, and it'll be a ball up to the umpire. Brett Nottage comes in, sets himself up, goes up, can't get it down, tackled, gets the handball away, comes over quickly there to Elms. Elms' handball goes up, goes over, into the front of the goals there, goes over there, straight onto the chest here of Victor Harbour, and they are doing what they like onto here. And this one here looks like it's Reece Much. So Reece Much, he's a 1 point player, so he's a new player to the club. Sets himself up here now, goes around, waits for it, goes onto the ground, sets himself up,
and it's
goes
one,
up, umpire comes back, indicates goal. So
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
23 minutes gone, so...
Right, so the ball's back in the centre, umpire tosses it up. Up it goes, pushed down, Victor Harbour just runs straight past, take the ball out of the centre down there through Jesse McKinnon. He kicks it down to the half forward line, and Encounter Bay will bring it back again. Connor Hills had it. And Encounter Bay led in the race for the ball out there, then Crispin had it. Whoa, he paid the mark then before he marked it. And
Benny Davis, it's not like him, is it?
And the ball now goes from down to Heath Trelaw. Trelaw gets it over to Reece Bartram, and the ball goes further down the ground and out of bounds.
No. Zap Dowling marked it just inside.
Dowling marked it just inside, did he? And the ball will come out loose, down to the forward line. It goes down there, and it comes down. The ball, there's plenty of Victor players down there to get it over the top. They do. Here's a player just running into the goal by himself down there, and that was
overall.
And don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a text and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
So, it's there. Victor Harbour now are doubling it up on here, going quite good. So he goes up onto it, goes around, up they down, gets out there by Trelaw. Trelaw gets it for Victor. Goes forward, straight away, down the throats there of Jackson Elms. Elms kicks us forward to the player coming out. Basham goes too far, goes underneath, turns around, can't pick it all up, comes over. Picks it up there, he handballs back, comes round to Barillo. Barillo goes over, touch just off hands there, goes over the top, and it's another minor score. So Victor Harbour go along to 10 goals, 6, and Encounter Bay 3-3 on the FPA scoreboard.
Running along nicely at the moment.
Yeah, going too easy.
Bringing the ball back in again, and the ball comes in short.
That's got to be 50 or 25, sorry, yep.
And the player then gets knocked over as he's standing to wait to take his kick. So he'll go back with the ball now and take the kick in. In it goes. Got a good mark taken down there by Middleton. So Middleton's got the mark. Can he kick it down in the area of the scoring down there? And I don't think he's going to be able to. It's picked up there. They got the numbers over there, Victor Harbour have. and down the ground it goes. Waiting behind there is a player from Encounter Bay, takes the ball, but they're going the wrong way at the moment, and it's gone over there to Christopher.
Straight to the opposition.
Christopher kicks it straight to the opposition,
and
you've got a player out there, and they can walk down there and get another goal if they want to.
Siren went.
I think the siren went just in time.
They're certainly lucky.
They were very lucky
the Bay's
then.
there not to get another one, so we turn around and gets onto it. So half time here at the Encounter Bay Oval on the FPAG scoreboard. We have Victor Harbour 10 goals 6 to Encounter Bay 3 goals 3. We'll have a half time hub here interview, so we'll wrap up and do a wrap up later on. So this is 90.1 Happy FM, Great Southern Footy, Match of the Round on air and YouTube.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au. Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Let's talk about your new shed. You want it tough. You want it to look good. You want it to last for years. You want ShedX Fluorio, the experts in design and construct. If you can dream the shed, they can build the shed. Dream it, design it, build it with ShedX Fluorio. From initial design through to finished construction, your project is in trusted hands with ShedX Fluorio. Quality workmanship and experience you can trust. ShedXFluorio.com.au.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
Happy FM's Halftime Hub, brought to you by FP Ag. We're in your field.
This is the 90.1 Happy FM, a Great Southern Footy Match of the Day, on air and YouTube, and we're talking now with our person who is the Hub of the Day guest. That's Doc Halliday. Good afternoon, Doc. I normally say good morning to you, don't I?
That's right. We've moved on to the afternoon. Good to see you, Kevin.
Haven't seen you since 9 o'clock this morning.
That's right.
Anyway, Doc, we're here to talk about you and what you've done around the place in sport. Obviously, most of your life has probably been involved with sport.
Oh, I've spent a lot of time involved with sport. Great deal of encouragement from my parents and good support from them, and a lot of the pleasures that I've got from life have been from sport.
Yeah, well, it's amazing how it can help, can't it? I mean, if you don't play any sport at all, and like you were shifted as a school teacher down the southeast.
That's right. Yes.
As a young person.
Yep.
And so if you get in there and don't do anything, you probably have a pretty boring time.
Well, pretty difficult in a country community if you're not involved in some form of club. Very important way of getting yourself invested in the community.
But Doc, As a young fella, you were born somewhere else. You weren't born in Victor Harbour, were you?
No, I was born at Stirling in Adelaide Hills.
Oh, well, that would have changed a bit when you were born.
Well, that's right. It's changed a lot, and my grandfather was a market gardener there, so we had a big market garden around us. And then my father shifted down here in employment in 1961, and Victor Harbour became home.
Yeah, it did. And how long did Victor Harbour stay home before you got shifted somewhere in your job?
Until about 1972.
72 you went down. Where did you actually go?
First appointment was to Tintinara in the upper southeast, and then went from there to Millicent in the lower southeast.
So you just kept moving around the southeast?
Well, that's right, yeah. It wasn't a bad place to move around.
And you're only a young fella then?
I was only a young fella, yep. So I've returned here slightly older than when I left, but a lot wiser.
Yeah, a lot wiser, you reckon?
That's right.
Yeah, you probably are. Anyway, so when you went down there, you obviously got straight into sport?
Oh yeah, I played cricket and football in the southeast, the same as I played here.
So who did you play for down there?
Oh, I played for Tintinara, no other choice. And then when I went to Millicent, I played for Millicent, and then I went into the Mid-South East coaching and coached Hatherley and then coached Mount Burr. Had a bit of also played for Kalangadoo for a couple of years.
So when you coached Hatherley, that's a small place. But it's been very successful, hasn't it, over the years as far as football?
Yeah, that's right. It's been successful more so in recent times.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's not very far from Millicent. It's 16 k's away, and just a small community. But they attract people from Beachport. They attract players from Millicent, and even some players from Mount Gambier.
So down at Hatherley, there was a bloke I knew down there, David Bennett. I think he played for Hatherley over the years.
No, I think he played for Mundalla.
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 Oh, okay.
I saw a bit of David when I was playing in the Tatiara League for Tintinara, and then coached against him in Interleague when I coached the Mid-South East Interleague side, and David was coaching the Tatiara.
Yeah, very good footballer was David.
Very good and a fine man.
Yeah, he's related to the one the Gary medal that time, Greg Whittlesey.
All right.
So Whittlesey's related to him, so they've kept it in the family, haven't they?
Well, that's good.
So the football down there, was there anything else you played besides football?
Oh, I played cricket down there and I played squash. Yeah.
So squash courts down that way too.
Oh yeah, good squash courts. Yep.
Yeah. Oh well, that's another good game to keep fit.
Well, it's a good fitness game and something you can do between Monday and Friday during winter season.
Keep it inside.
That's right.
And how successful were you with the football?
I won a couple of Best and Fairest, won a male medal, coached 3 premiership sides, coached Interleague. I guess I did a few things down there.
You've done it all. Obviously you've done it right.
And then spent 10 years on the league executive, so I've been fairly invested in the place and enjoyed it.
So what position did you hold with the league executive?
I was vice president and I was also investigations officer. Which is a thankless task, I can tell you.
No one wants to know you, do they?
Well, they don't want to know you, and sometimes a bit careless with the truth.
Looks like there's been people picked up not that long ago now with doing the wrong thing as far as not putting all the details down on
that's right
on the sheet that they had to. So, I mean, if you do that, you're paying with the fire, aren't you? Really?
Oh, absolutely, in this day and age, and it seems that the SANFL are a bit more invested in investigating these days than what they were in those days. But we all know that, especially small country communities, if they want to be successful and they haven't got the players, well, they have to think about working outside of the rules.
Because people talk, don't they?
They do, and it's only a rumour. I've never witnessed it firsthand myself, but I'm sure it happens.
Yeah, that's what you hear. You hear all these stories, and if half of them are true, well, we'd be in a bad state of affairs,
That's right.
I reckon.
That's right.
But anyway, so you've moved back now to Victor.
That's right.
Why did you move back there? You got sick of school teaching?
Oh yeah, well I passed the age of compulsion. I didn't get sick, but I actually enjoyed school teaching. It was, I felt that when I retired I was still going flat out, doing a good job, and you get an opportunity to have a very positive influence on the lives of young people if you do it properly. So I could never say I got sick of school teaching, but it's since I've left teaching I've done I've worked in shearing sheds and done other types of hands-on work, and my respect for teachers actually has grown enormously since then. I just took my job for granted, but I realised that teachers who do their job properly are doing a great thing for society, and maybe as a society we should, in my opinion, value education a bit more than what we do.
Yeah, well, that's one of those things, isn't it? People always say, "Oh, school teachers, get it easy,
Well,
have half the time off, don't they?" So,
well, that's not true. And in defence of school teachers, I haven't known too many people who've been critical of them when they've asked the question, "How about you come and have a crack at it?"
Yeah.
And the answer is no, I couldn't do the job.
Yeah, I mean that's a bit like football umpiring, isn't it?
Exactly, and you'd know all about that.
Yeah. So you had to go at football umpiring too?
Oh no, not really. Only school games.
Only school games.
Right.
As a school teacher, they can't argue with you.
That's exactly right. No, I've got. I was a bit of a pest when I was, especially when I was coaching. But just like teachers, I've grown in my respect for umpires since I've stopped playing.
Oh, that's great to hear.
And I'd like to consider myself a great promoter of umpiring. And of course, when I was, one of my jobs with the Mid South East League was to take care of the umpires. So it was like putting the poacher in charge of the game reserve. So, but I enjoyed working with the umpires and basically looking after them if they were getting a hard time around the place. It was quite a nice job to have.
And you moved down here because why? Yeah.
Oh well, it was time to retire.
Time to retire.
And there's nothing.
No reason. Nothing wrong with retiring.
Oh no, that's right.
So you've retired to work now, have
That's
you?
right. Yeah, and there are those people that say I shifted down here for love, and that's probably true as well. So yeah, love of Victor Harbour and love of Jane. So.
Yeah, Jane's probably sitting in the car listening to what you're saying about her.
I'd say she probably isn't.
No, Jane knows what's going on, I think.
That's right. She doesn't miss too many tricks.
No, she doesn't.
And I really enjoyed shifting back here. I'm not invested in football quite as much as I was in the southeast, and I do miss that, and I do miss the contacts, but what a place to retire.
Well, your partner Jane is a bit interested in umpiring herself because her daughter is an AFL goal umpire.
Oh, she is, and yes, Jane's a great defender of umpires, and yeah, she's a good supporter of football too, and very good supporter in a volunteer manner for Encounter Bay Football Club, which is very good investment that she's made.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. She's got you now, Doc, so
that's right.
She's right. Anyway, it's nearly time that we weren't here. The teams are out on the ground. They're in a hurry to get out there, and it doesn't look like Encounter Bay are in a good spot at the moment, Doc.
No, they're not, and I actually picked Victor Harbour this morning, as you know, and I think you might have too, Kevin. And it's I think Encounter Bay is definitely overusing the ball, and their disposal hasn't been all that good in today's game. And I think Victor are playing well. Encounter Bay, I hope they had a good think at half time and came out with a different set of principles for the second half.
Let's hope they do, Doc, and we better get off of here,
Okay.
otherwise we'll get kicked out like we did in the morning. So, this is 90.1 Happy FM Great Southern Footy match of the day, and it's our time now to get off and on air and YouTube.
Happy FM's Halftime Hub, brought to you by FP Ag. We're in your field.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field. Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a test and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fleurieu furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
Thanks for that, Ian. Yep, back here the players have warmed up and coming out to go into it. So, Kevin, you want to read those half-time scores?
Yeah, I'll just get them out quickly. Encounter Bay 3-3, Victor 10-6, McLaren District 4-9, Wollonga 5-5, so not much difference there. Mount Compass 7-8, Goolwa Port Elliot 4-7, and Yankalilla 4-5, my Ponga Selix 8-7, because there's one other game to go, and that will be played on Tuesday on Anzac Day. Strathalbyn play Langwong Creek, have they had for many years now, so it's always a Strathalbyn Langwong Creek game on Anzac Day.
Certainly is. Tough for country footballers to be coming out on a Tuesday night to play a full game, but yeah, so it looks like Wollonga are coming back, which is we expected the score out to there, but yeah, to go, so we're pretty right here. The umpires are looking now and they're going, we're set up, so we're ready to go. The players are now just breaking into there. Bay's forward line's picked up and there's a bit of a swap going around here. I don't know what's going on with Pearson's, but the umpire holds aloft here for third quarter here at the Bay Oval. Up she goes up from umpire Nottage, goes down, comes back down, picked up there by Tonkin. Tonkin goes forward, hits up forward. From behind the spoil comes Counter Bay, gets the ball up, picks it around there in Scavellis. Scavellis goes down, Victor gets wrapped up, gets swung around, pushed out, and the umpires have picked a free out previously, going back to Victor Harbour in the back pocket. They kick now, clubroom side, goes up, over the back it goes to the body, comes down, turns around, gets picked up, put down there, Michael Ross, and the umpire turns around, and Ross doesn't like the attention, and the umpire comes in for a ball up on the wing clubroom side. Up they go. Tonkin gets the ball out, picked up quickly by the Bays, goes forward, goes all up, an intercepted mark there to Victor Harbour there, and goes around into Jade Cooper. Cooper hairballs it off to his player, running off to him, comes out the scoreboard side, comes onto there, goes over there, goes a big mark to Jackson Elms. Right on the boundary line, right in front of the old scoreboard. The new one is installed and it's a monster, folks, I'll tell you. Up they goes, in the forward lines, comes back down, picked up there by the Bays, turns around, gets out through there and Lippett. Lippett's handball goes to advantage, comes up and down, and that's a good mark in front of them there, and that one goes around to Middleton. Off he goes. He quickly hands over to Pettit. Pettit gets caught out, goes back to Tonkin. Tonkin will handball. Comes over to Lippert. Lippert puts the ball up, out wide. Ben Davis, sorry, it wasn't. It was Pearson's.
Pearson's taken it.
Moved up from the back flank into the forward flank. Could be a going there. So Pearson's puts the ball up, just bombs it into the forward pocket. Out they come. Encounter Bay can't get to it. Goes out there through Pepper. Pepper gets his kick. Marks out there, but Victor intercepts it right on the goal post, on the point post. Comes off Pearson's, can't get the ball, drops it, picks it all up, goes over. The handball comes around, comes out, goes quickly here to Hills. Hills attacks it for the Encounter Bay, goes up there, spoils too late, and it goes to Victor Harbour repelling and Kane Cooper. He's in the back pocket. He's reversed it because he pulled the. He said you grab the Encounter Bay's arms, pulled his arm down in the marking contest. So we finish up here now with Middleton. Middleton directly in front for Encounter Bay. It's only probably 30 metres out, 35. Drives up, steps around, kicks it, and that was a shocker, folks. I can tell you, that was there. Didn't look good off the boot. Looked uglier when the screen was watching it. So Encounter Bay go to 3 goals for. Trailing Victor Harbour 10 goals, 6 on the FBA
That's a bad
scoreboard.
miss, wasn't it? Anyway, Victor Harbour bring the ball back in. There's a long kick in. That is a good kick in there. No one can mark it though. And Encounter Bay got hold of the ball just for a short time then. And the ball is on the ground and the umpire will come in and throw it up. So they'll sort themselves out and the umpire will come and throw it around. Up. There's a lot of players around the ball at the moment, so it's hard to do anything with it. And the ball's on the ground, ball's pushed out, player there with it's pushed on the ground, and the umpire will throw it up once again. Up it goes. Pushed down this time by Victor. Player there had hold of it. Player almost had hold of his arm, so he couldn't do much with it. And the ball now will be thrown up once again. I suppose while they're doing this, Victor's not kicking goals, are they? Anyway, the ball will be thrown up again. Up it goes, pushed down. Lippert got hold of it. They got hold of his arms there. He luckily let the ball go. It's gone on the ground, and the umpire will come in and throw it up once again. And up it goes. Pushed down, pushed over towards the boundary line, and here's a chance now for Victor to get the ball down the ground. He gets it close, whether it's out on the full or whether it wasn't, it's a mark anyway, and it's gone out there to Hamish Tonkin. Ball comes out loose once again, and it's picked up this time by Barillo. Barillo's thrown on the ground, and it's gone over there to Dylan Kleining. I'm not sure who's with it.
Barillo's with a free kick. Sling tackle.
Yeah. And Barillo now, he kicks it in short. Over the back it goes, and Victor now will just head off down towards their goal. Oh, there's a good mark. Taken them by Hills. He's having a pretty good game out there, Connor Hills, today. He gets it across to his teammate. And over there it goes to Ambrose Willoughby. And Willoughby gets it over to 11.
Hills.
No, that went to Jack Crispin first. And now Encounter Bay got it again. They kick it over, and it's gone over again. And that one would be a Tonkin, I would think.
Yep.
Callum Tonkin it is. Who's got hold of it? There's Tonkins out there everywhere. And Encounter Bay now got the ball. It's gone back to Crispin. And Crispin's got it right in front of the new club rooms. He spent a long time there fixing up, Trev. And over it goes, over near the boundary line over there, and will they keep it in? If they don't keep it in, it goes across the fence and out of bounds, and that will be a kick in. And here it goes, because there's a loose players out here everywhere from Victor Harbour, and they're certainly not going to catch them with the players they've got chasing after them, and the ball's gone down there now to Michael Ross. Ross will get it further down the ground. It's gone over here to Ross, and the player there doesn't miss many, and that's Jesse McKinnon. And McKinnon with it now. Just puts the ball down to the ground, and these players are coming out and almost doing as they please out there at the moment, although the ball's on the ground now. And the umpire will come in and throw it in. I think that's what Encounter Bay got to try and do, just stop them.
Yeah, I think she's all over with it. Goes up in that forward pocket there, comes out. Bayes, oh, that one was so high it nearly took his eardrums out. Umpire saw that one and he picks it all up. So Pettit is the recipient of the kick in the back pocket here. On the scoreboard side, turns around, he kicks in short, finds his player in the middle there, and that goes around there to Tate Walker. Walker goes off, finds his player out there, and Connor Hills, he hasn't played bad. Connor Hills goes out quickly. That one finds his bloke in Lachlan Williams. Williams goes off and finds Crispin. So the Bays are finally controlling the ball a bit, but now he's held up because they've all flooded back. Goes forward, goes out, and he finds his player out there. This one here is Dan Jelinek. Jelinek goes forward and he finds his player out, and Elijah Horrocks.
Had a bit of work done on him, hasn't he?
Oh, I don't think there's a bare patch of skin on him, I think. So, yeah, I can see a bit of skin on his neck there. Neck and his cheek, but no, he certainly had some artwork done even after the time he had a break last year. So in he comes, plays on roughly, plays off, left foot, drives it all up, right up the goal squares. Up it goes, picked up hands, and that is that wide a kick from the square. It has gone out on the full.
Well, he wasn't very far out, was he?
Oh, that is a shocker. As I said, I reckon, I don't know sure, but it might have been a lippet, but his left foot, but yeah, it come off the side of the boot and it's gone straight across the whole face and out about the full. So Victor Harbour will be recipients of the free kick in the back pocket on the clubroom side. He looks up here now, turns around, has to come straight down the ground, goes out, Victor go up. Middleton goes up, Bulldog can't grab it for the Bays, Middleton does, handballs out but misses it, goes up there, Victor wrap it up, he gets wrapped up, and it'll be a ball up on the forward flank for Encounter Bay. So look at Encounter Bay now, look where they are, there's only one player at centre half back, the rest are all forward. Tonkin's gone over to pick the loose one back here, but goes up, Lippert tries to get up with it at the Bays, he gets spun around, he gets put down, and he turned around, it'll be a ball up in the same spot in that forward flank club on the scoreboard side. Bay's only just into attack, goes up there, Victor gets it, has an airy, comes back down, turns around, he picks it all, I can't get it, comes out, Fraser Tonkin gets it, handballs back into Lippert, Lippert spins around his left foot, puts up in the forward pocket, and it's marked in defensively there by Victor in, I reckon, Mitchell Brook. Mitchell Brook now brings it back from where it came. It's up in that back flank. Up they go. Tonkin can't get it down. Up and down. He goes on. Picks it all up. Handball goes out the back. Comes over there. Goes over the boundary line. It'll be a ball in now by the boundary umpire in the forward flank for Encounter Bay. So not much action going on here. Going around the FPA scoreboard. 3-4 Encounter Bay. 10-6 Victor Harbour.
Yes, there's not much scoring going on in this first part of the third term here.
Looks like the umpire's recalled a bad throw-in, which is unusual by the boundary umpire. That's better.
Anyway, now he's got it in straight this time. Ball's on the ground, pushed out down there. They'll try and push it forward. Get by Hills again. He's having a real good day, I reckon, Connor Hills. And the ball now will come in short, taking it over there, and Lippert had a chance then. Got him as soon as he grabbed hold of the ball, and the ball's gone over the top.
FAD, tackled too long.
And down the ground they go with it.
Here they go.
And Victor Harbour, down the ground they go with it. It's gone down there through just Elms and...
Williams defends.
And it's gone out here to Tonkin.
Brown.
Tonkin gets it to Brown. And Brown will go right in the centre of the ground out there, and it goes in too short. Picked up out here by Lippert. Lippert picked it up.
Oh, you see that from Ross?
Yeah, yes.
And he's hurt him too. That is not a very smart move. He's hitting his hurt lippet there up on that. Well, that's a unfriendly snipe, that one.
It was.
Goes on, the ball now up on the flank, picks up there by Horrocks for the Bays. Horrocks goes up forward, up and down, comes over the back, turns around, tags on, picks out there quickly, goes on in there to Bradley Kruger. He comes back inside and he finds Horrocks. Horrocks puts the body down and goes bang, puts the Victor player down on the back and he's marked it. Drives it forward, but it's going nowhere up the front. Off the ground, kicked up in here, turned around, couldn't get away with it, Crispin. And it goes through for a minor score only. So, FPA scoreboard. Counter Bay go to 3 goals for Victor Harbour, 10 goals 6.
And the ball comes back in again. And the ball now is kicked down the wing out here. The ball will be marked down there.
Oh, that's got to be 25. I don't believe him asking. Took the mark, player came in and bumped him to the ground late, but he didn't do anything.
Anyway, goes down now into the forward pocket. There's plenty of players down there at the moment, and they dive in on the bottom of the pack. And can they get the ball out? No one looks like getting the ball out at the moment, and the umpire just lets play go and finally calls it up because it's not going to come out otherwise. Up it goes. Down it comes. Taken out down there by Victor. They'll get the ball out in front of the club rooms down there and it'll go over close to the boundary line. Play's allowed to go on though, not for long, as it gets pushed just across the boundary line and out of bound.
No, it's not. Just inside.
Was it? No, okay.
Goes up and down. Lippert gets it. Kick smothered. Now she's over the boundary. Oh, that's probably unlucky. It looked like the kick came off the legs and he's picked it out for on the full. So anyway, Victor's recipient of this one on the back flank. Now he turns around by the interchange. He turns around, gets out there, gets called to play on, goes up forward, over the back and reads it beautifully, Victor. Victor Harbour now into attack, comes out there, here they come, ripping the mope up out there and it goes to Daniel Stock. Stock goes over, finds out there and there's Basham just standing back there by himself. He turns around and will line up for goal number 3. Yeah, Bays get caught out too often and too much in these transitions. So, picked it for years that they do not get back. They're lazy workers. And they turn around and gets onto it. So, Basham comes in, lines up, easy kick, stabs it through. Umpire comes back. He's as happy as Larry on it. So,
with over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
What they're doing, they see around, they talk, they know what's happening and what's going on. They said that Victor would handle this game pretty easy, and they actually are. So, bit of work, going to be a long season I think for the Bays. Back of the centre, up she goes. Tonkin gets it all out, comes to Fraser Tonkin, turns around, gets up there. Victor Harbour can't get away with it in overalls, goes forward though now, comes all out, picks all up, the handball goes out quickly to Barillo. Barillo gets the ball, he's up and under with the left foot, goes up, Basham's back there, turns around, goes up, sticks to ground, turn around, gets up onto there, over the head there, and that one goes to Jackson Elm.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
9, Mount Compass 78, Goolwa Point 47, my Pongas 87, Yank 45.
Ball thrown up again in the centre of the ground. Up they go. Coming down, here's a chance now for Encounter Bay to get the ball. If they can get the runners going out there, they do. And it goes in, and at last they find a teammate. he decides to play on quickly,
and almost kicks straight the opposition.
Straight to the opposition.
What's the point of pointing where you want the player to lead if you can't only kick it to the opposition?
Makes it a bit hard to get the mark, doesn't it?
Well, it makes it impossible for your player if you're telling him where to run and then you kick to the opposition.
Anyway, Victor had got the free kick out of all of that, and down the ground they go with it. Crispin's out there, he's playing the ball along in front of him, and they ride him into the ground out there, and he'll get the free kick. And now Crispin grabs hold of the ball. He's too far out to score from there. Way too far out. And he knows it too, so he kicks it in short, almost kicks it straight to the opposition. The opposition end up getting it out there, and on the ground it goes. Here's a hand pass out. Here's a long hand pass going out over that far side. Lippert had it, kicks it in there to Pettit. And Pettit,
beautifully trapped.
Pettit gets over to his teammate over there.
Bradley Kruger.
And the ball is now coming in short, and Victor got hold of the free kick, and down the ground it goes. And will one stay in? No, it won't. Straight across the boundary line and out of bounds. So it's at the moment, Encounter Bay don't really look like scoring, do they? I mean, a point now and then is not going to win anything for them as the ball comes in. Down on the ground it goes. Kicks in again. The player over the side down there as the ball pushed away from him across the boundary line and out of bounds as it goes. Now umpire come along and throw it in. It's a beautiful day here at the Encounter Bay Oval today, and the weather's nice. I reckon in about another hour the weather will be freezing cold here. Anyway, ball comes out down in Encounter Bay. Had it for a while, and that was down there through player there that had hold of it, and I couldn't see who it was because it's a long way away from us here, but into the centre it goes. It's been marked out there by Lachlan Barillo. Barillo gets it over the top, and down it goes down there through Hamish Tonkin, and Tonkin's kick almost finds his mark down there, but I'll get away with it, and I reckon that might be Lippert that had hold of it then, and he's found a teammate to kick it to.
It's about the first lead kick on the mark there too, so.
And they should be able to get a goal out of this. It's gone out here to Bradley Kruger. And Kruger's straight out in front, about 25 metres. About a nice distance to kick it through. Comes in now, puts the ball on the boot. That's exactly what he's done. He's put that straight through the goal.
Let's talk about your new shed. You want it tough, you want it to look good, you want it to last for years. You want ShedX Fluorio, the experts in design and construct. If you can dream the shed, they can build the shed. Dream it, design it, build it with ShedX Fluorio. From initial design through to finished construction, your project is in trusted hands with ShedX Fluorio. Quality workmanship and experience you can trust. ShedXFluorio.com.au.
Idea what?
It's 3:52.
So, so we've got probably 20 minutes gone, I'd say, close on it, wouldn't it? So,
about that, yeah.
So, a couple of minutes gone. Boundary umpire runs the ball back now. So, Popperwell with the ball. Comes back in. Sun's starting to set down. The trees this side are starting to creep under the ground. Up the ball goes. Ruckman goes up. Nobody really gets it. Comes out quickly there by Overall. Overall goes up for Victor, puts it all up, Encounter Bay gets out quickly there, and Christophers goes out, and that's a good mark on the defence there to Victor in Reece Bartram. He handballs on quickly, goes on quickly again to Kleinig. Kleinig goes out, finds his player in Dowling, I reckon, puts the ball out over there, just got his hands to it, Bulldog slaps it forward, goes on, here comes the run now, turns around, picked it all up there, the Bays can't quite get down onto it, turns around, picks it all up, Bulldog comes in, there'll be a stacks on the middle here, and it'll be a ball up on almost the weak position on the scoreboard side. Up they go, push it up. Overall can't get it out, comes off. Brown can't get it, kicks it straight into the laps there of Victor Harbour and Reece Much. Much goes up, comes out to Tonkin though. Tonkin goes out wide. Kick was really just in the open, there's nothing. Up and down it goes. Victor recover better. Handball, back inside finds Kleinig. Kleinig goes off the running player.
Oh, well done
Crispin
by
puts
Crispin.
his head down. That was flicked up and gone out. Picked up beautifully there by Christophers. He's put in all right for the base. Picked all up. Gone out through there. Middleton goes out to Horrocks. Horrocks can't pick the ball up. He's turned around. He's the left-footer, so he's on the right side there for him. He goes back, spins it all up, goes forward.
Well,
Body work made up there by Pearson's, and he turns around and he takes the mark in the full forward position. So he used good body then. He just kept the push, just kept the Victor player under the ball and off balance, and then just doubled back on it. Read it well. Directly in front. He's only 20 out, so can't say much because the Bays might have put him off. In he comes, lines up, drives this ball, puts it all up, straight over the umpire's head, so they get two.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
He's kicked 2-1, you know, it just takes that time, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, and I don't think Victor would let it slip away from here anyway.
No, they've got some good experienced players in there, played for a while. Some of them have come back that had played for them, and they're quality.
League games,
yeah,
anyway,
they're quality players, so they will make the difference.
Ball back in the centre again. Umpire Popperwell. He throws the ball up. Down it goes. Trying to be pick up out there by Victor, they do. Here's a chance now for the ball that comes out loose again. Player there falls over for Victor. Oh, he really didn't touch him. He fell over.
That was tippy-tappy, wasn't it?
Was it ever? And the
Ross.
mark has been taken down the ground there by Ross. Ross puts it up, down to the forward line. He comes out short, marked out there by Tonkin. Tonkin's got a player by himself out the far side of the ground.
Walker.
Gone out there now to take Walker. So Walker's taking his time.
What to do.
Oh, he doesn't know what to do with it here. He did, almost kicked it straight to the opposition, and they'll go across the ground with it now, and the mark will be taken down there by Matthew Wees, and the ball is now just kept inside the boundary line, and Victor now will get the ball, and the player there takes a mark, and that player is Michael Ross, and kicks it in, and the mark will be taken there again by Sam Overall. Now Sam Overall, he's a full forward that's kicked a fair few goals for South Adelaide. So let's see how he goes from out here, just outside 50.
He must keep himself in pretty good nick because he's been on the ball too. He's not just sitting on his laurels at full forward. He's been in the ruck. He's been handling himself quite well.
In he comes now to take the kick from around about 50. It's a good kick.
Mark Watson.
It is not a straight kick though. It's only a minor score. So there's a minor score there to Victor.
Go quickly come on out to Bulldog. So the Bays now up on the flank. Pearson's can't get to it. Comes offhand on the true wing on the scoreboard side, and it's a throw in. So it goes back around into here. So.
And that's the siren.
There's the siren that goes. So at 3/4 time here at Encounter Bay on the FPAG scoreboard, Encounter Bay are 5 goals, 5. They are trailing the visitors from down the road at Victor Harbour on 12 goals, 7. So it goes on, and it's looking like a absolutely landmine over here on an Anzac Day here games for Victor Harbour because there's marks everywhere here. So goal kickers so far for Victor Harbour: Michael Ross 1, Ray Much 1, Sam Overall 2, Reece Kleinig and Zach Dowling with 1, Jackson Elms with 2, and Samuel Basham with 3, and Braden Miller with 1. Counter Bays a lot scarce. Mason Middleton with 2, singles to Tyler Baldock, Bradley Kruger and Tom Pearsons. So we'll hopefully get the 3 times scores around the ground. This is 90.1 Happy FM, Great Southern Footy, Match of the Round on air and YouTube.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Let's talk about your new shed. You want it tough. You want it to look good. You want it to last for years. You want ShedX Fluorio, the experts in design and construct. If you can dream the shed, they can build the shed. Dream it, design it, build it with ShedX Fluorio. From initial design through to finished construction, your project is in trusted hands with ShedX Fluorio. Quality workmanship and experience you can trust. ShedXFluorio.com.au.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fluorio. They're in your field. Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a test and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
Score to hand. Now back to Encounter Bay Oval with Kev and also Trav.
Thanks very much for that, Ian. So you're getting the scores quicker than what we are because I haven't got them yet. So anyhow, it's they're still in their break huddle here, and it's a bit like it was at quarter time. They certainly want to stay together, don't they? So
yep.
It goes on to it. But the game started here really good, getting close to it, and like I said, then Victor have actually just gradually taken control and looked to be well in control of this and shouldn't have any problems for the rest of the day. Looking at there, we've only got 2 other games here. Like I said, but we've only got 8-10 to McLaren Districts to Wollonga 8-6, and that's probably the game that we thought would be close, and certainly showing that way, isn't it, Kevy? So
McLaren Districts and Wollonga,
yeah. Looks like Wollonga took a little while to get going, and so McLaren's have just picked up, and she's pretty even ball game there. Only 4 points difference at 3/4 time, so it'll be interesting to see what happens at the final conclusion of that one. The other 2 grounds we've got around here at the moment are certainly slow. We've had no real going from Mount Compass School to Point Elliot, only half time. They've obviously playing in halves, not in quarters.
Probably no one there.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean, so yeah. And of course, my Ponga Selix, well, that just seems to be going towards probably the more experienced my Ponga Selix at this moment, so be interested to see what they pop up here. But I can't see this game changing too much here.
No.
Go around onto it.
Might be a couple of goals closer, but that'll be a bit of wishful thinking, I reckon.
Yeah, no, as I said, mentioned it over and over again, but the Bays like to defend and attack and get up there, but they get caught out miles too often when the turnover comes against a quick side, and that's shown out again today too. So it will work against the lower sides, but Victor, I said, have got class players in there. They've certainly got themselves some quality.
They've certainly got some players coming back to the club though, haven't they?
That's exactly right. So,
I mean, Michael Ross has played there for a few years.
Yeah, well, he won the medal here too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he won that. So to get a male medalist back is real good. So you look at the the list there. The young ones are kept coming through and kept playing regular ones. You get your name players there. Braden Miller and Nathan Wees are both 3-point players, so they've come in. And of course, Reece Mutch is a 1-point player, so they obviously must be handy. So goes, but we're almost ready here to get play underway here for the final quarter here at Encounter Bay. As I said, we'll keep our eye open for around the grounds, and hopefully we'll have them by wrap-up time tonight. So we wait to go under here. Umpire Brett Nottage is waiting to get the okay. The all umpires indicate.
What he's waiting for.
Yeah, umpires indicate, so that's right. So
get away from behind the goal.
So in he comes now. Underway here at the Bay Oval. Up they go. Tonkin gets up, puts it all down there, turns around. Lippert can't get away from it, and it goes around, and then the umpire will repeat it outside the centre circle. Up it goes up there. Tonkin got a bit up to it, comes back out there, goes around. Lippert goes again, and he still can't break out through it. So actually it was Williams that one there, so it wasn't goes. Oh, hanging on to there, and Tonkin goes down, flattened from outside, and Victor Harbour finish up. Lippert gets a free kick onto it, so comes over to Pettit. Pettit goes forward. That was just a stab kick. Ben Davis has had a shocker today. He's normally really hot, but he's having an off day today. Goes out comes out to the wing. Good spoil by Encounter Bay, comes over the top there. I reckon that one there may have been Williams. Yep, Lachlan Williams. So goes round. Boundary umpire directly in front of us. He comes in, has it, flicks it up in the air. Up they go. Turns around. Victor Harbour puts it down. He gets trapped up. Gets the handball out. Comes back through. The Bay's picking it up and Pettit. Pettit goes out there. It's only a short kick though, doesn't it? Comes down to Middleton. Middleton goes to Williams. Williams goes up to full forward. Now they go up and into there, and the big boy drops it, but he's lucky there. He turns around. I think that's the first mark he's taken. So he turns around. So we've got Kyron Pepper.
Yes, he's
comes
in lucky to get that. He didn't have it for long.
No, he didn't have it for long on it. So, but he's a big, solid boy, but not much mobility to him. And so he'll line up. He's only kicked 1 point today so far. So in he comes. Sets himself to line up. The bloke on the mark's playing golf, having a practice swing. Turns around, goes up, swings the ball, looks all right. The umpire comes back to the centre and it indicates goal.
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fluorio furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
If he kicks one every game, I suppose he's going to get 18.
Get 18, yeah.
If he plays 18.
Anyway, umpire's got the ball in the centre of the ground. Tosses it up high. Up it goes again. Ball comes down. No one really got the knock out of that ruck, but the ball now is on the ground. And, the ball is pushed out, and the umpire says, "Give it to me." And guess who's on the bottom of the pack? And it's Lippert. Anyway, the umpire tosses the ball up again. Should be picked out there. He can't pick it up, so he decides to build it off the ground, which he's done down there. And Victor Harbour now have got the ball running for him, and here goes a player there to run in and have a shot for goal. And I reckon he might have
out the full.
Missed it. It's gone out on the full, and the ball will be kicked back in by Encounter Bay.
Three-quarter time at Maiponga. Maiponga selects 13 goals 8. Yankalilla 7 goals 6.
Thanks for that, Ian. So it looks like Maiponga selects are a little bit better than last game, but again I think Yank, it's actually good going to see the sides on the bottom at least kicking goals this year. So it's an improvement, isn't it? But ball in the back pocket, turn around. Doesn't know where to go, so that's not good signs when you see that. Short kick again, goes up, Bulldog gets it, and he gets paid the mark. Back flank he goes, could have almost 25, didn't call play on, but goes over, read beautifully by Victor Harbour and Reese Much. Much goes forward and he finds his forward player in there. I reckon that's Ross, isn't it? Looks a bit like it. Yeah. Certainly is. So Michael Ross lines up for Victor Harbour in the full forward position here. He's kicked one in the second quarter, so he hasn't bothered the scoreboard too much. As he comes in now, lines himself up. Left foot, drives the ball up, umpire's not moving, that's a good sign, wait for his signal, goal he says.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
So, yeah.
It's about where it's going to stay, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's about as close as it's going to get.
Yeah, you turn around, you get it all up. It's a game of inches, they say, but sometimes it's some miles.
From the throw up now, it's been pushed down towards counter base where they get a hand pass out of the way there. The hand pass went astray. Down the ground, player there hit him on the chest for encounter bay. Luckily, it bounced off and it bounced to somebody else. Almost a one-hander taken over there by Lippert. Ball goes back again, and Counter Bay come out here. They should be able to mark that. They do. And Kyron's got himself another kick. So Kyron Pepper now can have a shot from there. And you need to kick it a bit further than you kicked the last one. He's not as close as he was.
Still can't get anything from Mount Compass or Point Elliot, so
yeah, well,
it's a shame, isn't it?
Perhaps no one wants to tell us.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kyron Pepper comes in to take his kick. As I said, just inside 50. That is not a bad kick, but it's way offline.
He's got that.
Gee, it looked like it was way offline.
Yeah.
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
So the Victor player was there and he gave him an absolute hip and shoulder and put him to the ground. He was getting put off of his job. So back in the middle here with Brett Nottage. Goes to throw the ball up. Up she goes. Turns around, Tonkin gets it all out. Sorry, it looks like Williams might be in there now. So it goes up, Counter Bay gets it, flips it up in the air, then throws it down, pushes it all over. Turns around, tailed on too long there, Tonkin, and he turns around. They got away with that one.
It should have been a free kick.
Yeah, turns around, up it goes, and there's Ross, intercepts it on the wing. Scoreboard side, turns around, kicks it out, it's wide, finds out that's bad check. Oh, the player didn't get into it. Turn around, McKinnon out there, so gets in onto it. So Zachary Dowling puts it off the base, pick it all up. Short kick goes around there quickly to Elijah Horrocks, goes up on here. Pearsons gets it up. He can bounce that ball, but he didn't. He's tying onto it. No talk from there. Here we go again.
Not Kyron again.
Bring this man on from both ends.
he's having a great game, isn't it? Great quarter anyway.
If he could play 4 quarters, it would be good for the Bays.
He certainly will.
Yeah.
Perhaps we had more kicks in this quarter than we had for the rest of the game.
Yeah, if we get another game for Encounter Bay, we should call him out right from the beginning. The Bays might thank us for that.
Well, let's see if he can put this one through. We're right behind this one, Trev.
Yeah. Yeah, camera work by Steve there.
Comes in now to have his shot. Not an easy one from there.
Want to come back?
Yes, come back.
He might get
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbor, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
13-7 and the Bays have kicked
3 goals.
3 goals there.
3 unanswered goals.
Yeah, Michael Ross got one up the other end. So
one answered.
Yeah, one answered. two back in the teeth now. Up it goes. Tonkin tries to get it out. Out comes Ross. Ross drives it for Victor. Goes up in the forward pocket. Up and down. Read off beautifully. Hands there by Victor Harbour. And he turns around and spoilt there right on the line. Hit the post out to there. And it goes onto there. And I reckon that was...
I reckon it wasn't hitting the post. I reckon it came off the
Bay player.
Anyway.
Yeah, the Bay player hit it and dropped it in. The kicking comes in quick and he finds Horrocks. Elijah Horrocks handballs off, goes back over to Corey Hills. He's had a good game for him. Comes in quickly there to Dan Jelinek. Jelinek or Jelinek? Jelinek.
Yeah.
He goes off. He finds Crispin. So they've had 4 kicks here and they're still on the 50-metre mark. He goes back in, finds Tonkin. Fraser Tonkin. Turns around, goes off, he goes short, goes off there and he finds his player in Elijah Horrocks. He's left-handed, left-footed, goes out, finds Pettit. Pettit goes up, gets one right in the back of the head then. So from the Victor player. So Pettit drives the ball up now, goes up the forward flank. Bring out the man of the match, he's over the back, swing on his left foot. No, he's had enough. Comes out to Pearson's. Pearson's goes forward, up in the middle there. The Bays try to get it, can't get it on. The handball goes out, goes over quickly, gets wrapped up again. Bays are putting pressure on it here, and that's the first time we've seen that for a long time.
Be great if he got 4 goals in a quarter.
So, right in the full forward position for Encounter Bay. Up they go, pushes out there, picked all up there, can't get away with it out there. Comes up quickly, slammed out there. The umpire let it go, turn around, goes onto it. The ball goes down, he says, holding the ball. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So Victor Harbour, recipients at full back.
And that was Pepper then that did the tackling.
Yeah, so comes out here straight away now. Goes around to Neville, Tom Neville. He goes out, the back flank, turns around, comes out. Out they come. I reckon that one there would have been Reece Much. He can't get it. He just sits on top of it. And he turns around and gets up, and the umpire will go for a ball up on the forward flank for Encounter Bay. Up they go. Tonkin gets it, smashes it forward. Out they come. Bays get it all up, can't get out to it. Horrocks can't get to it. He gets Rouse, and Ross gets a free kick for being held onto. Ball goes back. Ross quickly plays on, comes out to the centre. 2 on 1 here. Look at this. This is where they've been falling down all day. Open all up. Players got plenty of time to drop the ball, pick it up and come out wide again. It goes out there to Wheeze. Wheeze goes off, finds this player there quickly in Dowling. Dowling doesn't know what to do, so he just bombs it up in the full forward. Out they come, body from behind, goes over toe. Fraser Tonkin can't get to it, falls down onto it, pushes down, picks up by his brother, goes out and Hamish. He goes off. That left footer was not meant for there, I can tell you, and it falls in the hands of the Encounter Bay player.
Good kick by Lippert.
He goes around, finds out and he finds Crispin. Crispin goes back, lines himself up now. He's right on the wing. Handball's out, comes over, finds his player out there in Christopher's. He hasn't played too bad, goes off quickly, goes down to there, comes off the boot, goes over the line for a throw in there in the forward flank for Encounter Bay. Over on the scoreboard side, we wait for the boundary umpire, taking his time setting himself, goes in, puts it all up. Up she goes, turns around, Victor get it out easy, straight down to his player. Comes out to the wing, goes all up there, that's on the chest there turns out there in Elms for Victor. Looks for it, now gets called, played on, goes off, goes towards the centre, puts it out there. Look at that. That is shocking defensive football. Goes out quickly to Miller. Miller goes on. He finds his running player there in Bartram. Bartram goes out, finds his player on the chest, all by himself out there, and Reece Kleinig. Reece Kleinick goes back now to line up for Victor Harbour. They just get caught in the transitions.
Don't they?
Yeah, undisciplined. They've each got a man. It's not rocket science and just pick one up. In comes Kleinick, drives this ball up, goes up, umpire moves pretty well, and he goes out. Oh, there, it goes for 8. Minor score. So it goes out now. Encounter Bay on the FPA scoreboard are 8 goals 4 to Victor Harbour, 13 goals 9. Ball quickly comes back in.
Ball's back in out there. That might be Lippert that's got it, is it? Looks a bit like him.
I reckon it's Christopher's.
It could be Christopher's, yeah. Kicks it across the goals, and Encounter Bay now will try and bring the ball down that clubroom side of the ground. He took that, got the first bite and the second bite. And the umpire pays the mark.
Connor Hills.
So Hills has got it. It's a good kick out there in front of the club
That
room.
was miles too early by the Victor player.
Off hands it goes. And they've got plenty of them over there, plenty of Victor players chasing the ball along, and they've got a loose player down the ground if they want him. They have. And he's gone for holding the ball. Just tried to do that extra one and get rid of it. And that's Connor Hills has got it. Yeah, I'd almost give him the best player.
Yeah, he'd be close on it, wouldn't he?
Yep. Anyway, here's a chance now for Jackson Elms for Victor Harbour to get it off hands. He's got a player running past down there. All they've got to do is pick it up and have a shot for goals. And he does, and there's Encounter Bay down there waiting for it. And his kick is not that good, and it comes straight back again. And are they going to pay that mark? I don't think they are.
Man in front.
It is that.
Goes to Connors again, Hills again. Connor Hills.
No, went the other way around.
Yeah, Connors Hills.
Connor Hills.
Man in front.
Yep. And down the ground it comes. Here's a chance now out here for Encounter Bay. They've got the ball. Where are they going to kick it?
He doesn't know.
He kicks it further down, and nearly a mark taken out there by Encounter Bay. Encounter Bay kept that ball in nicely then. And down the ground they go with it. And kicked it straight to the opposition down there, straight to Dylan Kleinick. It's almost like getting the Encounter Bay jumper on, wasn't it? And Victor now got the numbers over that far side if they want to. The ball got dropped then. So it's interesting to see what happens here out of it. Down at grounds there for Ryan Fletcher. And Fletcher gets it over to a teammate, puts the ball up high over there, and Ross has got it now, and down to the forward line it goes.
Oh, yeah. Had to see that one. Yeah, he has.
That was pretty obvious. Anyway, free kick goes to Encounter Bay, and Encounter Bay got hold of it, and a player further down the ground's got the mark. Over it goes.
Middleton, I reckon that was.
Player in the front. Because see, they've got these runners all the time coming down the ground, and Encounter Bay haven't. Here they go. There's another one. And the player with the ball this time is Tom Neville. And Tom Neville might be a little bit far out, please, to take that.
Yeah, it's about 18 minutes gone this quarter.
So Neville should have a long kick in here. Might be able to get this. I've seen a senior Colt kick a goal from here in the finals one day.
You see that here? Wallunga.
And that drew the match in the final. Anyway, that's not a bad kick in there, and it's gone in, and has anyone got it?
Yep.
Yes, they have.
Let's talk about your new shed. You want it tough. You want it to look good. You want it to last for years. You want ShedX Fluorio, the experts in design and construct. If you can dream the shed, they can build the shed. Dream it, design it, build it with ShedX Fluorio. From initial design through to finished construction, your project is in trusted hands with ShedX Fluorio. Quality workmanship and experience you can trust. ShedXFluorio.com.au.
Mind you, you can only kick him if the ball gets up there, isn't
Yeah,
it?
you can't kick a goal with the ball's not there.
He proves he can do it. So back in the centre, Popplewell throws it up, goes up. Tonkin gets it with the second arm, comes out the back. The ball goes onto it. Oh, that was slick hands. Turn around, goes out quick to Victor. Victor go off forward. Turn around, goes out, goes around, goes right there. Too much pace for the players and gets away with it. Straight up to full forward. Goes off, taps out, goes over, straight over there to Mutch. And number 5, Reese Mutch gets
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
Difference now.
Yeah, they just kept that steady one. So yeah, the first
Just keeping an upper head.
Yeah, first quarter was 2 to 4 goals there, and then they've opened it up after that. And they kicked 4 to 1, so they've been holding sway all day.
Here comes umpire Popplewell to throw the ball up in the centre of the ground. Up it goes. On the ground, they won't want to do that in the middle of winter when they get covered in mud. And that's probably what will happen with that centre area there now, because it's a bit of rain and it could get a little bit wetter than what it has been. Anyway, the ball goes down now to the forward line for Victor. Coming out there was Fraser Tonkin. He gets it over to his teammate, and coming down here, where's our friend Mr. Pepper? He's not out there this time, and it's gone over there to Ryan Fletcher. Fletcher gets it down the ground.
Ooh, that was a double-handed flip out.
And chance now for Victor. Victor gets it over the top to 20 then. Ross. And
there's another one.
And there's another one from Ross.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Well, they talk to each other, so they know what games and what going on for the other ones. So
yeah. Anyway,
but they sort of got a bit of a stitch up late, didn't they? The first game. So
yeah.
But to go on. So yeah. So umpire, back in the centre. Go, Kevy.
Umpire throws it up. Down it comes. A couple of players getting each other's way down there for Encounter Bay. The mark has been taken over there by Reece Bartram. Bartram gets it across to his teammate, and they're in no hurry to do anything about it. The game's all over as far as they're concerned, and down the ground they'll go with it. And the player under the ball out there was under no pressure whatsoever, like the player running after the ball now. He's taken the mark for Victor, and that is number 11 there in Reece Clyding, and he'll kick it in. And Encounter Bay got the ball there. Are they going to play on the ball? No,
no opportunity on that one. Mind you, that does mean they won't pay it.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Does that mean you can't pay it? Anyway, now the ball's thrown up. Up it goes, and
head high.
And you'll find there that Victor are going to have another shot for goal. And this is just blowing out now to something that's really unexpected, and it's 16 goals 9 to 8 goals 5 without this shot. And he's not very far out, and that is Thomas Neville, who's kicked a goal this quarter already.
The last one.
And he probably kicked this one. You kicked this one, Trev, from there.
Oh, I might slip over.
On a good day. And he's put that one through. Thomas Neville has put that one through.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
Thumping, really, I don't care what you say. Some people say 10, 20, but I think if you get yours, doubled your score of defeat, you're in trouble. So up it goes, down it comes out again straight away to Victor Harbour there in Elms. Elms gets the handball out and his players go forward. Coming out to it, overrunning it was Tonkin. Just let it dribble between his feet, and then watched it over the boundary line and turns around and says, well, put it all back. So boundary umpire over there now having his turn.
Still quite warm in here, Trev.
Yeah. Breeze is coming from the club rooms over to here, so it's not too bad. But goes up and down it goes out there by Victor, comes back off. Bulldog gets it back again, turns around, kicks it around his body, goes out, and he finds the player out there. Hasn't done much here today, and that one is Bradley Kruger. Kicked 1 goal, but hasn't been in much. He comes out. Victor just get the ball in onto there just in time. It comes out in front of us. Turn around. See, look at this, 2 on 1. Turn around, that's Gosling. Well done. He's done well. 3 on 1. Excellent job there and perseverance by Lachlan Williams. Goes around. Pepper gets it. Handball's back inside. Comes out to Victor now he goes, but he can't wrap him up. And off goes there in Elms. Elms for Victor goes right across the ground and spots out his player.
Players out there lose every.
Yeah, they do. The sides that break open like that, do it out. So he finds out and he finds his player and Wheeze. Wheeze comes back inside.
It's a bad
and
kick.
That's read beautifully there by Bradley Kruger. Kruger's looking into the sun. That's the only problem when you have the oval running this way. If you kick into the right of screen or at the netball court ends, you're looking into the sun. Up they go, up and down, spin around, couldn't take the one in Lachlan Williams. Victor, recover, go out wide, trapped out there, beautifully dove up there by Victor. After they get away, it gets the ball away through there and Miller. Miller goes forward, but it's all in Counter Bay. He can't fumble. Turns around, gets it up, goes back wide. Bulldog messes up. He goes underneath. Now the pressure's on. He ducks. Lets it go away. Back to Bulldog. Bulldog gets a sloppy kick away and he finds Crispin. Crispin gets the ball on the boot and he finds around and he finds Brown. Brown onto Lippert. Lippert goes off now for the Bays. Goes up forward and finds the player running out in front of his eyes there and it goes around to Jelinek. Jelinek now plays off for the Bays. Goes into full forward. Goes off and goes around to the back place there in Elms. Elms done it forwards and now he's doing it backwards. So he's in the back lines, comes off, drives it out here to back flank, comes over and he finds Fraser Tonkin. Fraser Tonkin goes around. I hate seeing people that can't kick 60 metres, 50 metres. That was tried a little chip, the player was in front and it's an easy pluck out for Victor and they hold the ball up on the back flank.
And then they finished.
There's the siren goes.
Full time.
So full time here. Victor Harbour have got themselves in a very handy position for the season too. They go to 17 goals 9 to Encounter Bay, 8 goals 5 on our FPAG scoreboard. So it was comfortably their way for, well, I suppose after about 8 minutes of the first quarter, they virtually took control and looked like they were the team that was going to go ahead with everything. So, which is good going. So we wrapped up on here. The umpiring was good there. They were good around there. So you get the distances out to pick them out, but didn't make any effect in the game at all as it went through, which is going. Players are congratulating themselves. Well, we got nearly head towards the 5 o'clock mark, so hopefully we can get some more scores around the ground. We've had big trouble with one game all day, so we'll be checking out what we can do. So
standing by, Trev, I think there's a couple looming. Just a reminder, of course, the game on Tuesday night, the Anzac Day game at Strath between Strathalbyn and Langhorne Creek. Should be a good night game.
Should be, so yeah, it's going around. As long as the weather stays like this, I'll have a perfect night for it. It'll be beautiful. So
yep.
So, while we wait for those scores, I'll go through the goal kickers that we got around into here. Encounter Bay, Kyron Pepper finishes up with 3, Mason Middleton with 2, Jack Crispin 1, Bradley Kruger 1, and Tom Pearson's 1. So pretty motley lot, that one. And for Victor Harbour, Michael Ross finished up with 3, Reese Mutch with 2, Sam Overall with 2, Reese Kleinig with a single, as Zach Dowling had a single, Jackson Elms with 2, Samuel Basham with 3, and then Tom Neville with 2, and Braden Miller with a single. So that gets those scores up onto there. Well, Victor Harbour, best players, it'd be pretty hard job, I'd say, wouldn't it? Because they've been all the way around the ground. They've put them into good stead all day. So it'll be interesting to see who they pick up, because there was quite some good players around there. So it'll be going on.
Encounter Bay with Connor Hills. He had all day. He had a good go.
Yeah, I thought it's the same one there, Connors Hills, and the other one I was just trying to pick up onto there. Just go through. Marcus Lippett's always in and under. Victor's picked him up a bit on it to go. Elijah Horrocks tried to get things out. Pettit was running in about, but yeah, like I said, I thought Connor Hills was going really good, and going through a couple of the back lines because they're getting done up onto it, and probably. Bulldog's always in there. You always see a lot out of him. So, but it's consistency and getting play up onto there to go. So it's very hard going. But next week, Kevin, we're going to venture down and see Victor Harbour again, aren't we?
We might. We'll go down there and Victor Harbour and Strath.
Yeah.
Could be a good game between the two of them.
Yeah, well, as I said, we won't know a result of that, how Strath went there. They beat Maiponga Selix last week, so we won't know until Tuesday night whether they can repeat that win. If they do, well, it should be a good game. The stories coming out of Strath are pretty good. So, it should be a good game between the two of them.
Full-time scores, fellas, in from McLaren Districts. McLaren Districts 11-13, Wollonga 9-7. They think the scores were on the board before the siren finished sounding.
Electronic scoreboard, you see. You've got to be smart.
McLaren Districts 11-13, Wollonga 9-7. We're pretty sure that's the right score.
Yeah, it's either way. It would be out that far out that it was gone around, but
nothing from Compass.
Yeah, so
no, they were stacking the fridges last time I heard. I haven't heard anything else since.
I think they've stacked it all day because we've only got a half-time score.
Here we go. Compass is in full time from Compass. Mount Compass 16 goals 9, Goolwa 9 goals 10.
Yeah, well, there's a bit of an effort there to get around for 9 goals from Goolwa Point Elliott, so they've picked up a bit. So yeah, Compass will relieve. So yeah, the way that one was going, we'd probably be struggling, wouldn't we? So we might just have to give that one a miss, folks. So the round-up for round 2 at the Great Southern Football League is Victor Harbour 17-9 defeating Encounter Bay 8-5. McLaren Districts 11-13 defeating Wollonga 9-7. Mount Compass 16-9 defeating Goolwa Port Elliot 9-10. The other one we do not have is the Maiponga Selix Yank game. 3/4 time was Maiponga were doing it comfortable at 13-8 to 7-6, so I wouldn't think there'd be too much change there. And of course then the night game is still yet to come on Anzac night. So with that, I suppose we might as well wrap up, let all the people go home and we can pack up. We'll see you next week. So this has been this is 90.1 Happy FM, Great Southern Footy, Match of the Round on air and YouTube.
This has been a presentation from Victor Harbour's 90.1 Happy FM.